Excuse me, Father. I'm confessing. I believe. Forgive me. I have sinned.
Well, why don't you follow me over here into this closet?
Yeah. Is that how this works?
You got to take a knee. We're in separate closets side by side. I'm pretty sure that's how Catholics do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just put your face right up against the screen and speak as loudly as you can, so that God can hear you.
Is this like a speaker box I gotta talk into?
Yeah, put your mouth right on there,
Just put my mouth right here?
and just scream as loud as you can.
Okay, in the opening. Dear Jesus, Lord, Mary, I think I am possessed. I think there's a demon inside of me. I have urges that I can't control.
That's...
Possibly a stone demon. Very rock hard functionality of...
So, Billy,
I have lustful thoughts, priest.
and you think that you're possessed by a stone demon?
Have you ever heard Dua Lipa's song?
Just turgid is, I think, the right word. Is that about describe the situation, my son?
Rock hard, sir.
Oh, I see. Horny like the devil, my child. Well, you should probably pray and then just believe in the magic that is God. And the great thing is that you can just do this all over again at the end and you're fine.
I'm lustful and super horny, sir.
Oh, that tastes good. It's just Chernobyl still, man. You know?
Jesus Christ.
God,
I like weed, but I'm not smoking it all the time.
That stuff lasts as long as radiation poisoning.
No, you would die much quicker.
No, I mean like
Radiation sickness will kill you.
the shelf life
Half-life?
of it, the half life of it. Or
Gotcha,
yeah, there you
gotcha,
go.
gotcha,
Shelf
gotcha,
life,
gotcha.
half life. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Shelf life on that uranium is just shit, you know? They don't make uranium like they used to.
They don't make it like they used to back in my day.
Back in my day, uranium peel your skin off your bones, you know? Yeah, right off your bones. Now, maybe you lose teeth. That's it.
That's it.
Back in my day, you'd buy the uranium from the Iranians, and then you would go ahead and power your time machine, go back, and your dog would be in the car when you finished.
You've been smoking way longer than when you started this up. Okay. All right.
No. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining the stay-at-home order. As always, I am Killer Kyle with my nemesis, Gravedigger Derek.
What up?
And Blade, the original Wesley Snipes.
Oh, what? Whoa.
Yay.
I mean-
cool.
You guys are both bald. That's about
Tax evasion. That's cool.
tax evasion. Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't evade taxes.
Were you Blade before? Yeah.
I haven't-
Yeah, you were Blade, right? You can kill. You're a daywalker.
I mean, I can go outside
That's
in the
perfect.
sun.
That's perfect. Good for you. Yeah. Good for you, man. How are you with a sword?
Wouldn't you like to know?
So at this podcast, we like to talk pop culture and bullshit with each other, and I think we also like to take on the hard questions. Like this week, what's your guys' favorite
Oh, man.
of all time scary
Dude,
movie?
Don't do that to me.
Evil Dead. It's Evil Dead.
On the spot, what's your instinct?
Mm.
This is what your heart tells
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Probably Evil Dead. Yeah. I think
Evil
I have the
Dead.
most attachment to it for
Ooh,
sure.
I was gonna say it's really hard for me, and I thought about it today. I was thinking about it, and I asked a few people.
And that's not fair. Fuck you.
Well, I wanted to put it. That's fair enough for right now. Yeah, Evil Dead 2 and John Carpenter's The Thing.
You had always a soft spot for the thing, didn't you?
The same thing though is the practical effects and some of the just the craziest shit you had seen in a movie, especially for at that time. And I think it was 10 years later after seeing. I mean, there's crazy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
There's
Well,
way
yeah.
Shining.
crazier
The
shit.
Shining is another one that's up there for me. Sorry. I know. It just popped into my head, and I wanted to say it before I got too high and forgot what you were saying.
Yeah, The Thing is good, but that's not even my favorite John Carpenter movie. That's,
I agree. Well, now I gotta hold on.
I do like it. They Live is just so fucking awesome. He's like on a similar level as like Ash, Bruce Campbell. He's got that whole character is just totally developed.
What, Roddy Piper?
He does that really well with all of his movies. Yeah, fuck
no
that,
way. The part of the script was written by Roddy Piper. He had no idea what the fuck he was saying.
You can definitely tell,
and it's awesome though.
It is awesome.
I mean,
but so is The Room by Tommy Wiseau. That's an
fair.
Awesome movie, but he doesn't have a fucking clue.
Is it really an awesome movie though? Lisa!
Hey everybody.
Lisa, what'd you do to me? I don't know if that's what he says.
So I know we talked about doing a little bit of...
When you say hi, Bixby.
Oh, hi there, Bixby. What did you want to do today? Sorry, my phone started talking to me.
Now you can do more
Who
with
the fuck is Bixby? Is that some type of porn app?
It's my butler on my phone. A Samsung has this app for it's supposed to be Siri, but it's the Samsung one, and it's more just like...
So it's like Ask Jeeves?
It's like if Siri was like a weird guy, and he's just like, hey, do you need my help with anything? I'm like, no, I just hit the wrong button. I'm trying to do a Google search. He's like, oh, what you searching for? Well, I'm just trying to find some recipes. Oh, what kind of recipes? Something that's real sweet.
We turned your camera on to get a better feel for what you're doing.
Your phone app is Walter Goggins?
I would actually probably use it if it was.
Yeah, I think I would use it. Okay.
I would love.
Yeah, I
I
think
would
I
love
would
to have
too.
Walter Goggins just like in
think
my
I fucking
phone,
would too.
like setting reminders and shit for me. He's like, all right, we're gonna go to the grocery store in just a little bit, and you're not gonna fuck around in there, and you're gonna get your ass back to the house so you can keep getting high and playing video games, maybe talking to your friends on the internet.
All right, Walter Goggins, Jesus.
He's so demanding too. I like it.
Yeah, by the way, Derek, listening to that and actually going through song by song, I did some skips. I'll admit that I skipped a few, but I fucking loved it, dude. That was something I'd be playing for trick-or-treaters, or something I'd be playing for party afterward, just kind of ease into it. And I think, get that thing in the right order, you've got a slamming Halloween jam going.
So we all know, I'm going to start now. So we all know, that we try to take care of our viewers. We try to take care of our listeners. And, I can say for myself that Halloween's my most favorite holiday. And I think you two as well.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with this idea. I want to really set up our listeners. It's stressful. So growing up, let me go back a little bit. Growing up, my parents always had this fucking CD that they would bust out every year. They'd put the stereo next to the window, get it going, and just play just back then it was scary, but I mean, there were fucking cookie cutter laughs and, all the songs and shit back then. But I loved that, dude. Growing up, I loved going up to houses that were playing music. And, I think our listeners expect that, they want to be the cool house on the block. They're already giving out the king size candy bars. Let's get them a fucking sweet ass playlist, where people come up and they're terrified. So that's what I did today. I put together this playlist on Spotify for our peeps. And I know I talked about it with you two a little bit. And so I want this to be a goal to get this shaved down and ready and just polished for our viewers. It's called the Stay at Home Order Halloween Candy Playlist. You can find it on Spotify. We will post it too.
Check in the description and the website and our socials.
Yep, absolutely. Check there. This is it's not really gory. It's not really there's not any swearing or anything in it, but it can get pretty dark and scary. So this is definitely meant to scare the neighborhood kids. I mean, little Timmy is not going to sleep well that night. So some of the stuff I got.
Yeah, because all the sugar.
Well, he's going to want to stay up and eat his candy anyways. This is kind of just an excuse because you're going to scare the living piss out of him. But what we got in here, so I'm just going to kind of go over some of the meat and potatoes in there. and this could be different when it's all said and done, but I'm pretty excited about it. So, unlike shitty albums that you buy in the stores where a lot of it's filler and then it's probably a bad album, we want the filler, we want the special effects, we want all the sound bites and stuff. So I got a lot of movie stuff in there. Definitely, it goes into Rob Zombie right away. I mean, duh.
Yep, gotta.
You have to go into that.
Yeah, Dracula is a good start.
Yeah, dude, yeah, it's perfect.
And then Rob Zombie just has that thing where he's mixing in like those like hard rock white zombie elements, but then also he's kind of tapping into that, DJ like early electronic, like hardcore.
Right.
It's weird, but it totally sets his tone for like, oh, this is like party
dude.
Halloween.
He is party Halloween. I don't know. I love him. I love his movies. He's fun. So I got all the classics, absolutely. Got the Ray Parker Jr., the Ghostbusters. We got Thriller on there. We got all the goodies on there. We got the stuff that has to be on here. But then I have also a lot of like really fun stuff. Didn't know this until I started kind of playing around today, searching for music to make this thing badass. Marilyn Manson actually has a lot of really cool like Halloween-based covers. He does I Put a Spell on You. Dude, it's actually a super dope song. Have either of you seen It Follows?
Oh man, I love that. That was a great scary flick.
That is a fucking awesome scary movie. So it's super original.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh my god, Blade.
You gotta check it out, Blade.
Yeah,
check it out.
You gotta watch that. That movie.
The soundtrack alone, I'm telling you, Derek, I was very happy.
Yeah.
I have a story about that, but go ahead.
Nice. Yeah, so the whole reason, I fell in love with that movie because of the original story. I think it's from like 2013, 2014, around there. It's been out for a little bit. Blade, seriously, watch it as soon as you can. It's a fucking awesome scary movie. But anyways, as original as the plot is, same with the music. There was one guy did it. It is Disaster Piece is the guy's name, and it's just all original, really dark ambient stuff. I just carpet bombed that in this playlist because it's just so perfect. It just flows so well. I mean, we have a lot of really good stuff on here. Do you guys have anything that you saw on there where you're like you got excited?
I have a question about the Ghostbusters, right? Because you have the Ray Parker Jr. original.
Yeah.
But how many versions of the Ghostbusters song are on here? Because you have some covers.
There's probably there's probably 4 or 5, but they're not all gonna make the team.
Rap.
What I mean? They're not gonna make the cut. Mm-hmm. I just pulled in, when I was driving,
metal cover,
doing my work today.
Ska cover.
I just pulled in as much as I could, and the goal is to take all of that and just find the very best, and then just make this absolutely baller playlist for everybody to enjoy. So. That's kind of where we're at with that. Super excited to get this out there. Once again, it is called the Stay at Home Order Halloween Candy Playlist. By the time this drops, it should be out. Should be ready to go.
So you have the obligatory Thriller, so every white girl
you got to
can go ahead and try to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's a dance classic for any Halloween party or just sitting alone. Passing out candy or not passing out candy, depending on your neighborhood. But I also appreciate that you put Rockwell.
You like that?
Somebody's watching me.
You got it.
A little bit of Michael Jackson snuck in there. And then, you got to have the Rockwell. That's a great song. And it took me a little while because I was digging down. And I was like, where the fuck is Ghost Town by the Specials? Oh, there it is.
You're like that? Motherfucker better have it.
Yeah, every time I had that thought, it was in this list. I was like looking, but
yeah. I went hard.
There are a couple missing though, in my opinion.
Okay, can you please go over that right now? We need them on there if you got them.
Top of the list for me is Spooky by Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Okay. You know
the song?
Do you want to send that to me? No, I don't actually.
No, I'll drop it to you.
Yeah, drop it to me.
Also, Witchy Woman. The Eagles.
Okay. So I I literally was almost gonna put that on there, and I think I was just getting so thumb happy, just clicking everything. That one must have slipped by, but I did go over it, so I did plan on having that on there. Yeah, that's a great song too.
Do you have any Scooby-Doo on there? I did not see any Scooby-Doo on there.
Ooh, I don't.
There's some pretty dank Scooby-Doo covers.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
tried to,
consider.
I want to scare the living piss out of some of these kids, so I kind of tried to stray away from like most humor. But if you guys really dug deep into it, you probably saw a couple that were good. We got the where is that? The Fresh Prince and
Yeah.
did you see that one?
Yeah.
Nightmare on
Yep,
My
yep.
Street. Yeah,
Where it's like-
great. Back in an era where it was cool to do a theme song about what just happened in the movie during the end credits. You just saw these two guys. They were flying up high, and one of them dies, and then they do some shit, and everybody sits, and now this is the end of the movie. Rap.
His entire rap career during that era was based on like the same backbeat from like the Fresh Prince song.
Just that eight, yeah. Exactly. Just that 808. Just
Now this
standard,
is a
just-
story about
yeah,
zombies and
perfect.
shit or something,
This one, I was today years old when I discovered this one. The Crypt Keeper actually has a song, a 90s R&B song called The Crypt Jam. Have you guys heard this?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, The Crypt Keeper, I swear to you, in the 90s, put out an album, Tales from the Crypt Keeper, and it is called The Crypt Jam, and I think we need to dub it in now into the podcast just to get that one in there. It literally, he goes into it, he starts rapping, and the music that he's rapping on top of sounds like Digital Underground. So if you can imagine what this is feeling like, it's an amazing song. It's on the list. I put it in there. If you scroll down, if you guys have it open, The Crypt Jam. Not joking. Let's get that one on here just to give them a little taste of it.
Inviting you all to a feast. Only the best of fiends can come. We'll have skeletons of fun. So come on down to the Keeper's Zoo. I'm sure it will get rave reviews. Be on time if you can. Cause this is the Crypt Jam.
That's
Yeah, they did it. They said
that
it.
kind of fucking. That's pretty sweet.
Whoa!
That actually slaps, doesn't it?
I kind
Whoa!
of enjoy that a lot.
That
Yeah.
slaps ass.
Dude, I was
Holy
scrolling
shit.
by it, so my formula for putting this all together, I was checking out a bunch of playlists out there, thinking about all of like the good shit, the meat and potatoes I could steal from all the movies I've seen over the years. I'm like, oh, I love that song in this scary movie, so grabbing it that way. But I was just scrolling on some random list. I go, what? Did that say The Crypt Keeper? I'm like, The Crypt Jam? What the fuck is that? And my mouth was open the entire time I listened to that.
I dug it.
It's perfect. It might be the perfect song.
Yeah. Yep.
So do you think that should stay in there?
I love it.
Okay.
That stays in there for sure. That's
Yeah.
that's when your party
Yep,
drops. It's
exactly.
like, oh, trick or treating's over. Pants are coming off. Regular nurse turns into sexy nurse.
That's right. So he has a whole album. I don't know how many songs are original on there, but the Crypt Keeper has an album. So
I would take covers.
Yeah.
I would like to listen to. It's like he's like a dead kind of way cooler version of William Shatner, where he just is doing spoken word over dope
Yeah.
beats,
yeah.
but from a very dead perspective.
He's like
Mhm.
Humpty, but he just doesn't have that flow. But he's got a little bit of flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Humpty.
Oh my God.
Pretty dope.
Are you guys ready to come back to Now This Is What I Call Satanism?
Ooh, a new one.
Volume
Yeah,
okay.
667.
You threw me for a curveball there.
Yeah.
So now we all know the rules here. You're going
All
to
right.
go ahead and chime in with your name when you think you know the answer, guessing either the song or the artist. If you get one correct, you're able for a second point to answer which other one you did not answer before, if that makes sense. Am I confusing you? I'm pretty high right now. And,
I'm confused, but
I think we know how it works.
all right, number one.
I would like to try to solve the puzzle.
Gravedigger Derek.
Please do.
Is that Sublime?
It is not Sublime. Blade, do you have a guess?
Fuck.
Is it Elton John?
No, it's not Elton John. It is the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne?
All right.
Dude, I was literally going to say Ozzy Osbourne because it sounds like it in reverse, but I'm like, no, that's too easy. That's too easy. And then I thought I heard Upstrokes go on. So I'm like, what the fuck could that be? Damn.
You know, Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath have been accused of Satanism and the occult for a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
There was actually a bit they were saying during the 1970s, Tommy Iommi was playing guitar with them at the time, and they were out on tour. And he said that they came back to the hotel, and the hallway was lined with people wearing black cloaks and hoods. And they had them pulled up with candles lit. So they all ran into their rooms. And then Tommy said that they synchronized their alarms on the clocks, and when they went off, ran out to the hallway and blew out everybody's candles, and then ran back in, or they sang "Happy Birthday" and like ran back to their hotel rooms. And like all the cult was super pissed. Apparently, they said after that they put a curse on Black Sabbath.
Wow.
And then look where Ozzy's at now.
Yeah. So, wow.
How many bat heads did he eat and not get coronavirus? So I don't think we are understanding the issue completely.
Don't forget, he snorted ants, too. That was kind of gross. That was in that movie.
All right, no points.
Ah, fuck.
Song number 2.
I'd like to venture a guess.
Blade.
Is it the Beatles?
No. Derek, do you have a guess?
Man. Led Zeppelin?
It is Blue Oyster Cult with Don't Fear the Reaper.
This is hard. This is really hard.
Yeah, this is very hard.
Because
yeah.
usually you listen to music from the beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It does not do that in this.
I stopped being a Satanist like 3 years ago, so I'm just rusty as fuck listening to this stuff backwards.
You're going to have to listen to more of the vocal tone, like the singer. Try to figure out who the singer is by the sound of their voice.
Pro tip.
That's probably your best.
Mhm.
Yep, that's probably your best bet. Go ahead and give me a try on
Okay.
this one then. Number 3.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's creeping me out a little bit. You know, it's hard for me to concentrate because I'm like starting to get the willies, and I'm wondering like
Supposed to do
if I
that.
should turn the light in the other room on.
Is that cloak guy with a long pointy knife? Is he supposed to be in your living room?
Oh,
Is it-
that's just death. He,
Okay.
Get on.
Okay, cool.
He's a gentleman. And he's just highly efficient and good at his job.
I'm gonna say Johnny Cash. It kind of had that feel to me.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. Now, the original artist and who is singing this version are different, but the song is Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charlie Daniels Band. This version happens to be Zac Brown Band.
Oh, I forgot that they did one of that. Yeah,
Because the devil did, in fact, go down to Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and he was looking for a soul to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've heard.
Just one.
But it changed.
Just top
Golden
off the tank.
Fiddle, you can get like $600 for it.
Easy. Find the right collector. Yeah.
Yeah, we would pass up that deal.
All right. Still no points.
Mortal Soul or $600.
Number 4. See if you guys can't figure this one out.
Oh, Motley Crue.
Oh, Derek, you have it. What is the song?
Shout out the devil.
Boom, boom. 2 points. Derek, you are in the lead.
Yeah, baby. Let me flex. Mm.
Not bad. Well done. Well done.
I could hear the
Now here-
womp, womp.
Here's one more, and
Look
I
at those
don't think
guns.
that you guys are going to get this one. But this is a real testament. This will make you question whether or not you believe in God.
Jesus. No. REM?
That one's a little bit tricky. Let me maybe play it in forward.
I have no idea who this is.
Who is this?
Is this shit? Is this that dude that does the
It's Vin fucking Diesel.
No way.
It's Vin Diesel. The song
No
Feel
way.
Like I Do on Spotify has had 1.4 million listens.
You talk about the King of Street Racing's got a song?
I don't,
And I don't know about this?
Toretto's back.
What?
You trying to tell me dude who lives his life a quarter mile at a time, he's got a song?
Yeah, a single.
Toretto is back.
hmm
It actually didn't. I didn't hate the beat. All right, I'm gonna listen to this real quick.
Got a
Fuck
pretty
you guys.
dope song, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, this just came out.
You listen to it right now, dick.
Derek, you win. You won. Now that's what I call Satanum Volume 667.
Oh shit! Well done, dude.
Thanks, guys. I just listened to a clip of that song, and it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna listen to it all the way through when we're done. He's got a Do you know who Bastille is?
Yeah.
It's got that feel to it.
hmm
A deeper,
Like highly produced.
it's very highly produced, but he's his range is deeper.
We have to fix everything about
Right.
everything.
Yeah. I don't know how like the actual tracks really sounded before.
They're like, "Hey, Vin, we need your face."
Yeah, it's not bad though. Good for him. Fucking good for him. Dabble. I like it.
Diversify.
Variety is the spice of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Express yourself.
Express yourself.
Banana bump. Banana bump. Express yourself. I kind of did it right there.
You got it.
Yes.
Well done.
Thanks, man.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut that out, or we're gonna violate copyright law.
Oh, yeah. They'll probably actually think, I was just on the podcast. Yeah.
The whole thing. All the
Did you?
music.
Was there anything else on the list, the
Shit.
playlist that was worth discussing? Because I had other recommendations.
Oh.
But I can just send
No.
those to you, I suppose.
Yeah, no. Go into it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to take a proper chunk out, actually, and the song "Zombie" by the Cranberries is fucking terrible.
Oh, you don't like that?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not my I don't know if it's, and I'm sure like there are people who
you're probably gonna get some
absolutely
flack
love
for
that
that.
song or don't mind it at all. That's okay. It's it's a
Mhm,
personal
mhm.
opinion. If you feel you must leave it in there.
Kyle, let's
I
take this to a
it's
vote.
just one
Kyle,
I just can't
what do you
handle.
think?
I wasn't listening. What are you saying again?
Cranberries, Zombie. Is it staying or is it going?
I don't think it matches the vibe.
Okay, it's gone, just like that.
Oh, it kind of hurts. Kind of hurts to do that.
Cut it out. Am I right?
Cut it out.
All right.
I do have a song that I want to add on there that I don't think you had. It's called Kerncraft 400.
You really want this on there?
Hold on.
The 5-minute song of one beat. Yeah,
You gotta wait for the
yeah.
drop.
We'll just cut that out.
So yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I got some other ones that I suppose I'll just share with you later on, but one of the other,
Yeah, do it.
Frankenstein by Edgar Winter, I think, should go on there. That movie that song just slaps.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this song. It does slap. Adding it right now.
That's what I meant to do, guys. That's what I meant to do.
So I was listening to that earlier today, Kyle, and I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, Shaun of the Dead. I was like, is it more of a filler song, or does it have some balls to it? I don't know. I do love that song though from Shaun of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just
me
that
too.
Fun little, I think of
It's
zombies.
like,
when I hear
I
it.
long for zombies. God damn it, COVID. Couldn't you have been zombies? I mean, I wouldn't have made it, but at least come on.
Just give me one apocalypse. One zombie apocalypse. That's it. Yeah, just for like a couple months. Let's shave the pack down a little bit. All right. 2 million. 2 million to a zombie apocalypse?
Seems like something that could just get out of hand. How do you rein it in?
True.
Fire.
Yeah. There you go.
Fire.
Big walls and fire. It worked for Israel, right? And oh no, it didn't.
No, it in fact did not. That plan went to shit quick.
Yeah. Oh shit, they climb.
They thought they had it figured out. Yeah, they just climbed on top of each other. It was. Yeah. I think that was the thing I liked the most about that movie is just like the absolute
the Israel part was really cool. Like going through the city and when he finally discovered like holy shit, I kind of get the whole virus behind it. That was kind of cool too. Overall, still didn't love the movie, but it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Right.
Definitely an entertaining flick. Yeah. So what's up? Huh? We gonna chat about some demons and demonic shit?
Yeah, I had a few movies that I just kind of associate with the more I guess it's kind of more the religious and like you get like a lot of spiritual based horror movies based around possession or like evil spirits or other paranormal that are kind of it's this thing that we believe and you have to watch out because it's I would even throw Candyman into that category.
So I'd like to just
absolutely.
Really quick,
this is a way bigger genre than
I don't know what my fucking problem is.
Just take that horse that you came on
that came on you
and get out of here.
So just to kind of like take a more scholarly approach to diving into like the genre of demons and possessions and occult like flicks and pop culture. So like the word demon defined like by like the Encyclopedia Britannica is like it's a malevolent spirit that moves between the transcendent and temporal realms, right? Like the spirit and Earthworld, right? And it can do so in many.
Is that what Scott is?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Many different forms, like apparitions and of course the possession of people and objects and animals and stuff like that, and
possession of flesh.
And then monsters, which was of course like much more prevalent in. Well, it's prevalent in all like stages of culture, right? But like the ancient cultures and stuff like that had their gods and demons and deities and stuff like that had weird animalistic traits and interestingly enough, like even the benevolent and good spirits in those pagan cultures eventually became symbols of demons later on when modern Abrahamic religions surfaced, like Judaism and Christianity and stuff like that, right? And my favorite to kind of segue into pop culture in my research, my favorite demon found thus far is Pazuzu. Right? You guys remember Pazuzu?
Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff on that.
Pazuzu.
Yeah,
from Futurama. No, dude, it's Futurama, man. That's exactly what it like. The first thing that popped
were you trying to fuck with us right there?
That's the name of the professor's like gargoyle.
Oh.
Pazuzu.
Oh, really?
But like, dude, so
that one went over my head. That's The Exorcist. You asshole.
Fair enough. But Canine face, bulging eyes, scaly body, snakehead penis, and talons, and sometimes wings.
Well, it was a
Wait, on his penis?
yeah, Pazuzu. Pazuzu was an Egyptian based demon, and it was like in charge of like it was like one of the protectors of wind or whatever, and that was what a lot of the Egyptians blamed. Like they had like a really bad period of like famine, and they blamed that on Pazuzu. So to dive into a little bit more, so that's why like fucking Egyptians, they had like all these crazy hieroglyphics and shit like that, and they made these like really like the Sphinx and all that crap. So yeah, of course that thing would look like that through their eyes.
Pretty fucking cool, though. I mean,
Yeah.
And then eventually, or really all since its inception, the concept of like demons and stuff like that, I think has really just been an excuse to like explain away weird fucking behavior. Like not and mental illness, of course. And it's just fucking weird shit from.
It's a moral shield, dude. Look at the fucking Holy Crusade.
Right.
It's literally a moral shield. Like I'm gonna fucking take what I want, but I'm doing it in the Lord's name. I'm not gonna do what I want. Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what religion has been, man. Not to shit on religion, but that's brought a lot of bad stuff too. Nope, not going there.
Go ahead.
You can't make me. So, do you have any good literature, any good cinema that you'd like to bring to the table that kind of relates to some of that stuff? Is there anything that like really tickles your fancy?
Well, I mean, as far as pop culture goes, like into the ancient stuff like that, now I don't have anything like off the top of my head. And my first introduction into pop culture as it applies to like demonic possession and stuff like that, and of course was like horror films and Evil Dead, which we touched on in the zombie episode. Because we're a bunch of morons. And that one kind of opened the doors, and then of course The Exorcist, right? I remember seeing that at a pretty young age, as well, and being absolutely fucking terrified by it. And that movie to this day creeps me the fuck out.
Dude, the effects makeup, Jesus, yeah, very terrifying.
There were a couple other ones that I can't, think of off the top of my head. They're like the Possession of Emily Rose or something like that.
Yep.
Or The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I got a few, if I may. I feel
That
like after our zombie talk, I'm a little gun shy now because Kyle basically put us out on blast. Let us know that we were both.
Please.
No, we were stupid for picking Evil Dead. Like Raid is like you're like I hate to tell you, but I'm like shit, dude, that's not a zombie movie at all. Like
It was a good list. I enjoyed all of those movies.
But like I don't know. I just I guess a lot of this, that whole demonic and like possession thing. It a lot of times
I thought we'd sneak it past
gets
you.
thrown into like the zombie feel. I don't know, like entities and all that shit. But so I'm gun shy now. So there was actually 2 movies that would have been on my list, but I really thought about it. I'm like, no, man, Pennywise was not a demon. He was like a otherworldly entity. You know what I mean?
He was very Lovecraftian, though. I mean, I would put that
Yeah.
into that same kind of category.
Would you?
I think I think it's kind of like Elder God, like the unknown. Like it just blows your mind to even think about it. A lot of Stephen King's stuff, like Dark Tower, kind of is like mind expanding universe shit that's just hard to understand. So it's just like don't even think about it because it just hurts.
And so this one,
I think like in the specifically with that regard, Pennywise and as it applies to like the larger
Bob Gray
Stephen King universe. There's speculation or like fan theories, right? That everything that Stephen King has written in some way, or almost everything that he's written in some way, falls into the Dark Tower multiverse, right? And so monsters like it, Pennywise, are just they're beings from that have entered our realm from dimensional rifts. As the Dark Tower continues to crumble.
Yeah, and I guess there is even a part. Quote me if I'm wrong. But I think there is a part to where. Wasn't there people back in the day that like they basically related him to being like a god?
Yeah.
Which would be like kind of based off like the whole heaven and hell thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair. That one's close. This one's probably not going to cut it. This one would have been on my list too, and we were just talking about it because Blade, you need to fucking watch it. It follows. So not to give anything away. So super indie film, very very original plot. You know, you don't know any of the actors or anything like that, but goddamn, is it so dark and it's so good. Great soundtrack. Anyways, basically what it is this entity will follow you, and it's really really fucking slow, which makes it even fucking scarier. And it will follow you to the edge of the earth. The way you get it, it's passed through sexual intercourse. So, say that you have this sickness, basically. They're calling it a possession. So that's why I was kind of like, maybe this one would fall under it. But it's more of like, because it doesn't really have a mind of its own. It just links to you. And if it gets you, you're fucking dead. So the way that you pass this on, and this might get you excited to watch it, is, okay, say I have it. Say this thing is following me, right? It follows, and if it touches me, I'm dead. It's going to kill me. It's going to rip me apart. The way I can get it off of me is I have to have sex with someone and pass it along as like an STD. So then it starts following them. But if it gets them, it reverts back to me. So I got to make sure this person is passing. Dude, it is a head trip of a movie, but very very good, very well done.
Interesting.
What would you say on that, Kyle? Would you say that kind of falls under like the whole demonic thing, or is that more of like an entity? You know, that's not. It doesn't really have like a.
That's like just like spooky monster.
Well, but
but it's not even really like a monster. It's like more of like a disease. I don't know. Like it's on go. It doesn't have a mind of its own.
Blade, what he didn't mention is that you're the only person that sees this.
Right.
This person. Right. It personifies whoever, but you can tell who it is
because it's just slowly walking at you.
You're the only one that can see them.
Correct.
Unless you're another person that has the fuck disease.
Exactly.
And it's all horrifying.
Well, I think, but that is true of that. I think at its core, though, it does embody the definition of a demon, right? It's a malevolent.
It's curse. It's a curse,
spirit, or whatever.
Cabbage,
it's a
cabbage,
curse.
cabbage,
it's a
cabbage.
malevolent something.
No,
It's cabbage.
Ah! My feet! You turned my feet into heads of cabbage.
That's how the first person got it. By the way, they bumped into an old lady and she was like, cabbage. And he's like, why is this guy walking at me? I'm gonna fuck it away.
Like if you don't fuck this away and the monster catches you, you just turns your dick into a small head of cabbage, like a little like a Brussels sprout.
All right, just give you a heads up. We just boinked, so now if you smell some spoiled coleslaw, get the fuck out of there. This thing will tear your limb from limb.
And she's like, turn you into a horse.
I do have a couple actual movies though, so those were the two I was really gun shy about because Kyle basically he made me weak now. I'm second guessing everything.
I approve. 2 thumbs up. I'll watch both of those.
All right, cool. The other ones that I actually did add to the list were have you seen Hereditary?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, yes, that was the first thing that I started to think about. You know, when you brought up movies, because I didn't honestly even think to go into movies when we were going to bring this topic up. I was thinking more of just the idea of demons and
Did you say no, Kyle? Are you the odd man out of this?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god! Watch this movie.
Woo
wee! Blows you
dog
away.
Is that one gnarly?
Blows you away.
Yeah.
Just same par as It Follows. Just super original. Super I didn't see it coming the whole time. What a twist, fucking.
Oh man, and there were things that happened in that movie that made me sit up straight in my seat for a minute.
Yeah. It's a really the whole movie is very uncomfortable.
It is.
So you have to really be. You're invested into it for sure when you're watching it.
That's a great one. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. That is a demon though. His name is Payman, and he's an asshole. The other one, which this one, so these ones are newer, within the last couple of years, but they're so fucking original, man. They just stuck with me. Have either of you seen The Taking of Deborah Logan?
No.
Oh. Watch this. So what's so special about this? It's just your standard possession movie. Someone, their exorcism, all that jazz. But how it's sold to you is this lady has Alzheimer's disease, like Alzheimer's.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I
so,
did see this trailer.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they're in debt because she's got, this sickness, and they have all these bills, this family, and there's this crew that is researching Alzheimer's, or doing a documentary on it, and they're paying this family to kind of film her. So it's found footage, and they're filming her as she slips deeper into her illness, but stuff starts going fucky, and you're like, does she have it, or is it something else? And it is a head spin. That one definitely. And then my last one that I actually have, which I'm sure both of you have seen this because it's older. I think like 2001, 2002. Frailty. Kind of spinning it. I'm a huge fan of like the anti-hero. Like the antagonist that kind of is a morally sound. But that's totally what Frailty is. You've both seen it, right?
Which one was that?
Nope. Sorry, brother.
Holy shit, dude. Matthew McConaughey, you haven't seen that? He's gorgeous in that movie.
He's gorgeous in everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the premise of that is dad growing up, Bill Paxton was dad, and dad growing up had two boys, had a vision when he was sleeping. God talked to him. He said, "There's demons on the earth, and we kill them. We are
I do remember this now.
We are the Crusaders. We stop them." I'll tell you what the demons look like, though. They're gonna look like normal people to you. So it's basically one kid dives straight in. Dad, I believe you. There's demons. We gotta exorcise them. And the other kid's like, holy shit, dude, my dad's losing it. And now he just tied someone up. Oh, he just killed the person. So it's a fucky movie, but a great premise.
Mm-hmm.
Is he actually seeing them, or is he losing his mind and he's now a serial killer and he's pulling his kids into it? So great fucking film.
That is a good one, Kyle. I do recall it now. Thank you, Derek, for the quick synopsis.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's because it's both like it occupies both like the space of a good like supernatural movie and also the space of a good psychological thriller.
It's a total psychological mindfuck, man. Like the whole thing, all the way through. You're like, do I believe him? Is he? I can't see it, but he's so convincing. Like it's fucky, man. It's really, really fucky.
It's pretty good. That's a good
great
one.
ending. Yeah,
Absolutely.
the whole thing is great. The whole thing's great.
Kyle, what do you got?
I have just one that I really have any care about. Because I couldn't think of anything like real spooky scary, but I really dig Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Great cast, just comic book personified. I mean, I don't know how close it is to any Constantine comic books, but I got like the comic book movie feel from it for sure. And
that was actually on my list, but I figured you were going to go over it, so I just kind of stopped myself. But yeah, I love that movie. Great movie.
Yeah, it's I don't know, action. It's got like some just kind of Keanu-ness to it, quality that is just enjoyable.
Just being a badass. Yep. It's got that dark comic edge to it, and he's got all of his little little toys and tools to help fight the demons, and yeah, it's a cool flick for sure.
John Constantine.
Definitely one I'll watch if it's on TV. If I'm flipping. Oop.
Yep, catch that one on the TNT.
Yep, hell yeah.
Comic book movie before comic book movies were popular comic book movies.
Exactly.
I really came into this saying that with John Constantine in my foresight, I'd like to look back at another Keanu Reeves feature and give a little bit of a talk about the new Bill and Ted Face the Music. And I think everybody at this table can agree that was a fully enjoyable cinema experience.
Absolutely. I agree. I got exactly what I thought I was going to get out of it. I'm not expecting any fucking award-winning material, but it's right on par with the other two. I mean, it was a good movie, very enjoyable. The characters were awesome in it. The ones that were in past movies and new ones. Dennis Caleb McCoy. Jesus. Did I just say his name right?
Dennis Caleb McCoy. Just
oh my god.
If you haven't,
he stole the show.
It was definitely the whole thing about him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm Dennis.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that movie was just they knocked it out of the park, and it was cool to see them come back and like revive the franchise with such capturing of the original vibe of the movies, and then of course like the actresses that they cast for the daughters knocked it out of the park. And
yeah, whoever cast that movie, they killed it. Whoever was like the casting director, because everybody just fits so perfect.
It was just a fantastic movie. I was blown away by it.
Mwah.
We got to hang out in Kyle's backyard one night and smoke some stogies, eat some food, and watch a cool movie. It was fun, man. That was a good time.
And just like all good times, it must come to an end. So we say goodbye and good morrow to you. In these pressing times, always believe in the stay-at-home order.
Good night, everybody.